Hello everyone, this is Jackie, and I just wanted to share a couple of things that I'm experimenting with, and then also some crafty things that I've purchased as far as storage and displaying some of the beautiful gifts that people have sent me. Um, I wanted to craft, but not seriously craft, if that makes any sense. Like I just wanted to play around, but not really get too into a project right now because it was my first day back at work and my body's still, I guess, in shock. Mostly it was a lot of moving furniture and getting our classroom put back together because we always are either missing something or we have furniture in the classroom that doesn't belong to us, even though they make a big fuss about us labeling everything at the end of the year. So I'm not even sure why we bother because stuff is always wrong anyway. So just getting the classroom set up and of course meetings and stuff. And so, yeah, anyway, I just felt like not being too serious today and just kind of playing around with some things. And I did a couple art journal pages, and yeah, not so great, but that's okay. Um, it's just really amazing how something like this really would have sent me over the edge before, but I'm not too worried about it because I can always go add more color, paint, or just gesso over the whole thing and start all over. So I'm not even worried about that, but I am going to share it. I'm not ashamed to show my non-successes here. And then also, oh, I'm so excited. I got the Pebeo, the little moon set, the fantasy moon set. So I'll show that. Unfortunately, there's some things that I need to let dry, and I'll explain. So I haven't actually been able to use the paints themselves, but I'm going to show them, and I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. Tomorrow at work at Michael, so I won't get to play with it, but hopefully Wednesday, I'll have time and I'll get to do that. So anyway, the first thing you're looking at is this little tree. I'm guessing it's to display jewelry, and the original tag is still under there, and it's from Bed Bath & Beyond, and it was $19.99. And I got it for $3.99. And I need to get the whole, on this day, yellow tags are 30% off, and on that day, green tag. I can never, I always go in on the wrong day for the wrong sale, but that's okay. It was $3.99. I picked it up, and I was really hoping that I'd be able to display my altered dominoes and then my little matchboxes, and I am, so they're so cute. Not sure if I'm going to paint it or just leave it as is. I haven't decided, but it's working out really well for these and actually have room for a couple other if I get any other ones. So really nice. And so I also need to figure out just where in my room I want to display that. So that was a good score, I thought. And then I have these little plastic containers. I got 12 of them for $4.50 from the local craft store. They have a little bit smaller ones, and I believe they have a little bit larger ones, and they are plastic. Even the lid is plastic. It's just painted to look like metal. And they're not, they're plastic, and I know a lot of people prefer the glass, but I just like how it's all uniform. I got all the same style and all the same size, because if you pick up a glass piece here and you pick up a glass piece there, and don't get me wrong, I do kind of like that eclectic look, but then it's also nice to have some uniformity as well. So I really like that. And then of course they can be embellished. And like I said, a dozen for $4.50 I thought was, a pretty decent deal. And let's see what else. Okay, so this is the set that I got. Obviously, I've taken them out of the box, but this is the set that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I used the 40% off coupon. And this is the Fantasy Moon. And so that's kind of the finish that you would get. And it's supposed to look like hammered, like a hammered finish. So let me show you the colors. Oh, I'm so excited. You just don't even know. Okay, so you get this one, which is kind of it's kind of like a silver color, and this one's called Veil of Smoke, and I'll be able to show them because I'll explain in a little bit why I wasn't able to use them just yet. This is called Gold, so it's really pretty. This is another turquoise. I have the turquoise in the what is that other stuff called? Prisma. This one's a really pretty color. This is apricot. I really like that. This one is a really, really dark blue. I know the camera is not going to pick that up, but it's beautiful. And this one's called Blue Metal. And then this one's also another pretty color. Carmine. So really pretty, and I cannot wait. Okay, and so anyway, this is why I wasn't actually able to use them, because I'm experimenting. These little chipboard pieces I got from Michael's on clearance for $2.49 for the purpose of playing with these paints. I know that's so sad, but that's what I did. And that little black smudge there is, you know, you have to make sure your hands are clean before you go around touching stuff. But anyway, so on the flowers, that black border I use, and I'm not the best at this, so I need to practice more, but I use this Scribbles 3D fabric paint. So I use that on the flowers, and I just really need to practice. And on these butterflies, I used the liquid pearl silver in the silver color. On the hearts, I used the Pebeo Cern Relief in the gold. No, that on the heart. On this star, I did actually get to use that the apricot on this one, and I think I didn't apply a thick enough layer of the paint. But on the outside, because I actually wanted to play with these perfect medium pens, I used that, and then this embossing powder, which is called Red Dragon. And like I said, I don't think I put a thick enough application of the paint, but it is a very pretty color. And next time I know that I probably should put down a base color on here, because some of the chipboard does show through where I embossed. So I don't think that's a good representation of what the paint would look like. I need to put on a thicker application. And on the larger star, I used this pearl pen. So I'm just trying to see if I even necessarily have to get any more of the Cern Relief, or if, you know, I have other options, or if I can use some of the other things that I already have on hand. So once those dry, because some of them have to dry for 2 hours, some of them for 3 hours, or some of them for 4. So I'm not able to really do anything until they're dry. So, and I won't have time again till Wednesday anyway. So stay tuned. I will let you know. And okay, this. Remember I told you that it was a bust? It wasn't. I did it right. I just didn't fold this back. I was just freaking out, like, I followed the instructions perfectly, and why did it come out? Duh, fold it this way. I tell you. Anyway, I don't know what's wrong with me. But anyway, it came out right. So I'm so excited. So yeah, and it's using that same die that I made the other card with. So yeah, success. So I'm so happy about that. But I'm not going to take this any further because I'm waiting for the other dies, which I did order. Found them at Staples for like 11 something. So I ordered them. So whenever they get here, I'll actually do the cards for real and decorate them and all that stuff. So yeah. Okay. And last but not least, this art journal page. Yeah, not beautiful, not beautiful by any stretch of the imagination, but it's okay. I wanted to experiment. I wanted to see what that would do, you know, what I would get. So again, I can always just add some more colors or just gesso over it. So, you know, a lot of options, but basically the whole point was to see, not that one. Sorry guys, not that one. I wanted to see if this would act, this jelly roll in the white, if it would act as a resist. And it kind of sort of did. You know, it's faint. But the other problem is I think I wrote too fast. Maybe if I had gone a little slower and allowed more of the ink, you know, to get onto the paper, it might have made a difference. So anyway, But I mean, you can kind of see some of the stuff that I wrote in there, and I just writing random words and scribbling and whatever. So it kind of works. So we'll see. And then because I also had some of these that I had not used, these distress stains, and a few of them, actually I think 3 of them I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby, you know, at various times. And then this one I just used a coupon. And these are the only colors that I have. So not very many. But so I really wanted to play with those. And yeah, so as you can see, I think I overworked this area, but the colors are kind of pretty, and I can either try to make this work by doing some stenciling or whatever, or just gesso over it. So not a complete loss. Now this, I think, actually came out okay. I didn't do such a hot job on the edges, but in general, and you can kind of see my fingers where I blotted, but I'm gonna leave it. I don't care. But in general, I really like that. And basically what I did was spritz the page down with water, so it was pretty saturated with water. And then I used these same daubers and just pounced, you know, and then just let it do its thing. Well, I did this side. I let it do its thing for a little bit, and then I closed, closed it so that I would get the mirror image on the other side. So I like it. I think it came out pretty cool and not a total bust, and I can, kind of finish that off. But yeah, so like I said, I didn't want to get too serious today, just kind of keep it light and fun and experiment with some different things that I have in here, bust them out. I've spent the money on them. I want to use them. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.